you're going to hear some blacks. Jesse, what's wrong with the whites and why they always killing? Why the white people doing shoot-ups in schools and stuff when it's happening every day, all day with the blacks?
All right, you okay this morning, Jesse? I mean, I was just calling to check on your well-being because all this white-on-white crime is getting completely out of hand, out of control. And I mean, I just want my country back so we can get along here and be, one big family. Can we do that, Jesse?
See, folks, I told you there's going to be some black people saying it. Tony can care 2 cents about black-on-black violence, but when a white person is accused of doing something, that's when he become alive. And
That's not true, Jesse.
he's like real concerned about that. But the genocide upon white people by the black, Tony never called about it. Jesse, why the black people committed genocide to the white? Why is that happening in Africa and here now? He doesn't care. I told you there were black people like that. Tony is an example of that.
Jesse,
He is.
come on.
He is an example of that. Am I wrong about that,
Can
Tony?
we talk, Jesse?
Am I wrong
Can
about
we
that?
talk, Jesse?
Am I
Yes,
wrong?
you are wrong, Jesse.
No, am I?
Yes.
And
yes.
how am I wrong?
Yes, you are.
When the last time you called me and asked me why the blacks are committing genocides among whites?
When and where all that happening there, Jesse?
When the last time you showed any concern of what the blacks are doing to the whites? When the last time you called the show with concern about that?
Because it's not out of control, Jesse, like it is white-on-white crime.
When the
in
last
America.
time you showed any concern about blacks attacking the whites? When the last time you called the show about that?
I haven't, Jesse.
And when the last time
But
you
I am
showed?
calling.
When
But
the
I am
last
calling
time you
about what's
showed?
going on with.
When the last time you showed any love and appreciation for being black and whites allow you to live in their country?
Allowing me?
Yeah.
Wow, really, Jesse? Allowing me? Really?
When have you showed? When have you
Jesse,
shown any?
I
When
shouldn't-
have you
I
shown
shouldn't have
any
to.
appreciation for that?
I shouldn't have to because I'm paying taxes. I'm supporting myself. I've got my own businesses.
When have
And
you
so,
shown any appreciation for white people allowing you to live in their country? Because you can't do that anywhere else in the world.
Yes, you can.
When
Yes,
the
you
last
can. Yes, you
time that, if you're doing that, I don't even know if you're doing that, to be honest. But when the last time you showed appreciation to the whites for allowing you to live in their country and have a job, period?
When have the whites show any appreciation?
When, you didn't
to
answer
India
that question
because
yet,
the
Tony.
India,
Tony.
because you know one thing, Jesse. Why are you flipping this? I call you to ask
no,
you
I asked you
white
when the
crime,
last time
and
you
now-
showed any
and now you want to talk
appreciation.
about something totally different. I don't have to, Jesse. I don't
And
have
why
to.
not?
Because I'm a free person.
How are you free? You're not free.
I am free.
No, you're not.
I'm calling you, Anna.
When the last
I'm
time
calling
you
you.
showed
I'm calling you
appreciation?
because
Tony,
a
I'm
black
gonna ask you
man
one more
invented the
time.
telephone.
Tony,
Come on now, let's talk. Let's talk.
when the last time you showed appreciation to white Americans for being able to live in their country and make a phone call?
Because you know one thing, I don't have to, Jesse. Once again,
And why
I don't
not?
have to.
Why not?
Because I don't have to show appreciation to no white person for letting me to live my life. Okay, Jesse?
And why not, though? You didn't tell me why not.
Why? They're not God. They're not God. They didn't bring me into this world.
What other country
why
can
should I-
you live in and have the freedom to make a phone call?
In a country that's existing.
What?
How
Like
about
what?
that, Jesse?
Like what?
Africa, Europe.
You
Asia,
can't make no
Japan,
phone call in Africa,
China.
man.
Yes, you can. Come on, Jesse. Come on now.
There are
Stop trying
black
to flip this, man.
Americans who
Can
are
we talk?
moved. There
Can
are
we
black
talk,
folks.
Jesse?
There are black
Can we
folks
talk,
who are.
Jesse?
There are black folks who are moved to. Hey,
You tripping, Jesse.
Tony.
You tripping. I know you're upset. I know
Tony.
you're upset, Jesse.
Tony.
A white supremacist.
Bye, Tony. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Slim out of Maryland. Slim, I let Tony go. You are on the air.
What's going on, Justin?
All is well.
All right, so I had a few things that I wanted to highlight you about today.
Okay.
I'm starting to learn the difference between reflecting and remembrance.
Uh-huh.
Like a lot of times, used to before I started the journey, I would remember things, but I would remember them for emotional reasons. Like now that I'm starting to reflect and think about things and stuff, I'm not so emotional about it. Now, the problem is, like a lot of times when I'm reflecting, a situation will come or a revelation will come, and I'll be like, dang, I want to talk to Jesse about that. So the next day will come, and I'll be ready to call you, but I forget what the whole thing. Like, and I know it's not important to remember, because when another situation come, I'll be able to use that knowledge that I gained in that moment. But is there something wrong that I'm not able to remember?
Not at all.
Okay, all right. Because I thought,
you're so right about the difference between remembering stuff as opposed to reflecting. Absolutely.
Right. All right, cool. I wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. All right, so in the
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
You know what I mean? So in the topic of reflection, I was watching this movie, and the movie was called A Quiet Place. And in the movie, it's like these crazy monsters that can only attack you if they can hear you. So like if you move or if you respond or if you scream or something like that. So in the reflection of the movie and thinking about the movie, it kind of just reminded me about like the evil and the devil and stuff like that, because the evil is trying to get you to react. So if you move or if you react or do anything, the evil gonna come find you and it's gonna rip you apart, just like the monsters in the movie. But if you stay quiet and silent and do not move, nothing can touch you. I mean, everything you say is so true about that, and the movie it just reminded me so much of your message, man. That was it. It was in the movie, everybody had to be quiet, and none of the monsters could find them. They could, you know what I'm saying? Like they could be standing over top of them, but as long as they was quiet and silent and not moving, they could not be touched.
Absolutely,
so that. Yeah, it was crazy. All right, so the last thing is...
That's what I was saying this morning is that, and when you can, and I encourage people to be aware, stay present, because when you can be aware of those monsters inside your mind and emotions and do nothing about it, but see it, don't run away from it, face it, and do nothing about it, you're literally saying to God, I need your strength, God. I can't do this.
Yep.
I need you to come and save me. You allow him to give you his strength, to use his strength to save you from them. When you can see it and do nothing about it, and even if someone cursing you out or yelling at you or so-called embarrassing you, whatever, when you can see it and do nothing about it, or you're just walking by yourself or you're by yourself and those monsters are talking to you, if you can see it and do nothing about it, the strength of truth, the strength of the light will come and it will destroy the darkness.
Yeah. So I also wanted to talk about the Charlie Kirk situation because it's so interesting to me. When it happened, I didn't see the video when it was circulating online. I don't have social media or none of that, so I was kind of behind on finding out. But I was talking to some of my coworkers and some other people who are black, and I was telling them like, yo, the world is crazy. Like, bro, Charlie Kirk, the girl on the train got killed. Charlie Kirk just got shot. So when I said that, the dude was like, oh man, he needed to get shot. And I'm like, dang, like in my mind, I'm like, bro, that's crazy. But I asked him, I said, why you say that? And he was like, man, the stuff that he be saying about black people and, blah, blah, blah. And I said, what did he say about black people? And he was like, well, if I'm rich, if I got money, I don't feel like I should be paying X, Y, and Z for another person, black people who, I said, bro, and you don't feel the same way? I said, if you got money in your pocket and you worked hard for your money, you feel like somebody else should be entitled to that? He was like, no. I said, well, that's the same situation. I said, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy to me that somebody would think that it's okay to kill somebody for whatever, whatever and what they believe is not affecting you in any way, shape, or form. You live in your life, they live in their life.
Yeah. The human heart is evil. That's why Christ said that you cannot trust an angry person. An angry person is a murderer. They're evil. Anyone that has anger is evil. I saw a report. We played it yesterday where they were holding a quote-unquote visual, some, I guess, Christian conservative people or whatever, for Charlie up there in Utah. And some black man, I don't know if he was black, somebody drove through the crowd on a scooter or something, and they said, F Charlie Kirk. And the people attacked him. They physically
I saw that.
attacked. I'm like, that's the same evil that's in the band that said F Charlie Kirk. And these people are showing the same evil. Yeah, they're showing the same evil that's in the man that said that about Charlie.
Yep. Everybody who was out there for a thrill. The dude on the scooter, the people who reacted to the dude, all the dude on the scooter did was bring out the evil in the protest.
100%. Absolutely.
That's it.
Amazing. Thank you. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.